I can't be living off checks. Burn the cess when I'm stressed. EPE what I rap. In the ground shake.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Chosen One with two guns, repping that EmZ Bitch TV. First thing first, man, make sure you smash that sub button. Like, share, comment, all the above, all that good stuff. Now check it. For today's Goofy today, I got two. Double whammy. Two goofies, man. Y'all already probably know about this one. Mr. Hassan Campbell back at it again. Now he brings one of his mods into it. Yeah, you heard it right. One of his mods. So this guy, right, decides to take one of his best moderators. For those who don't know what a mod is somebody that controls the chat when you are live, and they have the power to kick people out the live, block them, or delete any messages, or put them on timeout. When you put them on timeout, I think they can't comment for like 60 seconds or 90 seconds, but then they could come comment again. I don't know too much about that, but all I know is that's what what a mod job is. A mod's job is to take care of the trollers that are in the chat, because most likely the person who's doing the video either has too many trolling or too many people going on that he can't talk and do it all at the same time. So that's why some of us get mods, just to keep the trolling out a little bit. Nobody be liking all that negativity people be doing nowadays. But anyway, so yeah, man. So Hassan takes out this guy named Derrick C. Williams. He's like the top mod from his channel. He takes him out. They go out somewhere. I don't know where. All I know is that this went down in New York. They got some drinks. All of a sudden, I don't know what time it was, but I'm guessing it must have been like past 12. I don't know, probably 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm guessing. Hassan goes live, right? He goes live. And when he goes live, the dude Derrick is next to him. Dude is officially drunk. I'm talking about drunk, out of his mind drunk. Like he probably didn't even know what state he was in anymore. You know what I'm saying? He was just completely gone. Like, he can't walk a straight line. He can't, you know what I mean? Like, you know all the stuff that the cops make you do when they pull you over. He would have been able to fail everything. You feel me? That's how drunk he was. Full-blown drunk. Now, Hassan was drunk too, but he could control himself a little better because he probably drinks more often than that guy Derrick. You feel me? But anyway, so Hassan goes live, right? And then he starts off by saying, "Yo, why you gotta talk to me like that? Why you talking to me like that?" But while he's saying, "Why you talking to me like that?" I'm looking at the dude Derrick. Derrick not really saying nothing, but he keep touching Hassan. Like, every time he get close to Hassan, he's touching them. Then Hassan said, "You got the long fingernails," and he just keep touching them. You feel me? I'm like that too. I don't like, you know what I'm saying, people touching me. Now, especially no dudes, you know what I mean? Especially somebody that I just met and on some drunk stuff like that. So he touching them. Now, mind you, he live. So now you can see the guy is touching them. You feel me? So I can see how he could get upset by, you know what I'm saying, by that. But then I'm thinking, like, what happened before he went live? Because all I'm seeing is like, okay, this guy's drunk and he's touching you, but that's not serious enough for you to put him on live and make him look like a chump and show the world how this guy look when he's full, you know what I'm saying, fully drunk like that. So I don't know what happened before he picked up that phone. But all I know is that after he picked up that phone, what happened? What happened was that homeboy just kept touching him and touching him. The video that I seen was like about 10 minutes. I don't know how long the whole thing was, but from what I seen was that dude Derrick didn't know where he was at. He ain't know what he did to Hassan. Hassan just kept telling him, like, why you did that to me? He like, I don't know what you talking about. He's mushing him. He's treating him like a little bitch, basically. He's pushing him down the street. They keep circling the block. Like I've noticed, I'm looking at the video. I'm like, yo, why? It looked like they walking around one block. You feel me? And I think they were, I'm not too sure about that, but I think they were circling the block, like, while Hassan is recording this guy. So anyway, so at one point, right, the guy Derrick, who's drunk, his daughter now pops up on Hassan Campbell's live. Now, I don't know what she said, but I could imagine, you know, you watching your dad getting punked by Hassan, calling him a bitch, saying he gay, disrespecting him. He pushing him to the floor, talking about, oh, you fell, yo, you fell. Let me pick you up. Literally just pushing him. But he wasn't pushing him that hard. But for the fact that that dude was so drunk, and when you drunk like that, you know you wobbly. So imagine somebody pushing you and you already wobbly drunk. All you're gonna do is fall to the floor because you already wobbling. You know what I'm saying? You don't pass the limit already. There's a limit. You know what I'm saying? And once you pass that limit, you are done. You're not gonna be able to walk straight. It's only a few things you could really do. Either drink mad water or drink milk or something. I don't even know. All I know, when I used to get drunk like that, I would just try to go to sleep. I ain't gonna hold you. I would just be like, man, listen, smoke some sour or something and try to go to sleep. You feel me? Because I already know once you get to that limit, ain't nothing fun once you get to that limit. Ain't you useless, bro. You're useless. You're just stumbling all over the place. Before you know it, everything's spinning. Once you get to the spinning part, that's how you know the throwing up part coming up. But that dude Derrick, he ain't get to the point of throwing up yet. You know what I'm saying? So I guess somehow, because from what I seen on the video, he looked like he's short, but he kind of heavy set. So maybe he could hold in liquor, but he ain't holding it well enough to be in the point situation when he was in yesterday. So anyway, yeah. So while Hassan is live, he notices, you know, that guy Derrick's daughter pops up, and instead of trying to, you know, look like a good person or a good guy, knowing afterward that this guy simply is just drunk out of his mind. Maybe he not gay. Maybe he just drunk, and he's one of them touchy drunk. There's a lot of y'all out there that are like that. A lot of y'all. You feel me? And it doesn't mean if you hard or soft. I seen hardcore gangster shooters that when they get drunk, they get touchy too. They hugging you all over. They're like, yo, man, it's my day one. They all, you know what I'm saying? They act like they ain't see you in like 10 years and you done seen them like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So basically, I don't think it was cool that Hassan would put that dude on blast after noticing that the daughter was on the live. You feel me? Like when he saw that, I feel like he should have just did something different. Like what he did afterwards, I feel like he ain't had to do all of that. You feel me? But I blame both of them. It's both of them their fault. I really blame more Derrick though, more to him, because you should have known already how Hassan is. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people in the world that know about this guy know how he is, especially when he get drunk. So how can you not know? And you follow this guy. You're his top supporter, so you should know how your dude get when he's saucy. You feel me? I guess maybe he thought that with him it was gonna be different because he was like the #1 supporter. You know, God knows how many times he done donated to Hassan. Probably done donated thousands of dollars already in the past months. Who knows? You feel me? I don't know. You feel me? But I could just imagine. You feel me? So maybe that dude Derrick was thinking, oh, he ain't gonna act like that with me because I'm different. I'm not like everybody else. We gonna be cool. Nah, sometimes not like that, man. Sometimes when somebody's one way, they're that way, man. You can't change nobody because of who you are. That person's gonna be who they are no matter if you're cool or not. You feel me? So, yeah, man. And right before the video finished, man, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that there was at one point when that dude was on the floor, it sounded like Hassan was slapping him. Oh man, yo, that joke, man. It's funny to me, man, because yo, how you end up in a situation like that, bro? You come from PA and you in New York, and you got a dude from New York smacking you around silly while your daughter's watching on his live. Y'all gotta look at it like that. Look at it like that. That dude, man, that dude's daughter was watching from Hassan's live, watching Hassan punk and smack and bully and push. Damn near did everything to him. You know what I'm saying? But like literally beat him up. You feel me? He ain't beat him up. That would have been too much. Like, come on. Yeah, and he probably, and the real reason why he probably ain't really beat him up was because he knew that probably would have ended up in jail. You feel me? Because you don't really record it already. You mushing him around and calling him all these, you know what I'm saying? But smacking somebody around is not that bad, especially if the camera is not showing it. You feel me? So yeah, I think Hassan was slapping him, man, slapping him silly. Like he probably figured like if I slap him hard enough, he might wake up. You feel me? So yeah, man. Right before the video finishes, I guess Hassan out of nowhere starts feeling bad for the dude, and he like, look, man, I'm gonna take you home. Or he said something about we gonna go to my home, then I'm gonna take you home. So that's the confusing part. I don't know how that dude got there. I'm thinking maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe that guy drove to Hassan crib, left his car at Hassan crib, and then they both just got in a Hassan whip and they all rolled out. Because the dude is not from NY, obviously, right? So why would you be driving in your car? If anything, you're going to drive in your man's car because he know, you know what I'm saying? He know where he at, bro. You feel me? So, yeah, but I don't know. I really don't know how he got to New York. I don't know. At first, I thought that Hassan probably went and picked him up from PA. But then I started thinking maybe they met halfway. I don't know. I don't know how they met up. But all I tell you is that video that's out there, man, that junk, man, listen. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Ever, bro. You feel me? How you chilling with somebody who then came out from West Bubble to come chill with you in your city, and that person gets a little bit over too drunk. And he get a little touchy or whatever, but you feel me, like to record him like that and then to be punking him, like because he was acting real tough to this guy, knowing that he was really intoxicated out of his mind. He wasn't gonna be able to defend himself verbally or physically. He ain't have it in him to defend himself. So to me, you don't get G points for that. You feel me? I would understand if it was like some big gangster ass dude that just came out of prison and he wild. He like, man, I will slap anybody out here. I want, you know what I'm saying? See, you do something like that to somebody like that, then I'd be like, all right, then, you know what I'm saying? But this guy, bro, you can tell he wasn't about that. He was short too. He looked like he was like 4 feet, bro. I don't know how tall this guy is, but he looked short. And then he walking down the street wobbly. He looked like a penguin because he's short and fat. So he kind of resembles like a little penguin, you know what I'm saying? Wobbly and junk, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that junk was crazy, man. You know how that dude daughter popped up on Hassan live. To me, that was the highlight of the whole thing. You feel me? I wasn't surprised at what Hassan was doing to him, recording him, punking him. I wasn't surprised about that. I could have, you know what I'm saying? I would have seen that coming any day. But to see that guy's daughter pull up on his live, and I could just imagine what she was saying. Like I said, I don't know, but she probably was saying stuff like, yo, chill, leave my dad alone. Yo, my dad is a good guy. He just a little drunk. Oh, where you at? Or what's going on or something. You feel me? And instead of doing things the right way, he decided to do things the other way, and that was violating the dude while he was drunk, talking about, yo, man, who sent you? Who sent you? Who sent you? Yo, you government? He said, yo, you government? He really looked at him and said, you government. Bro, this guy, bro, he ain't know where he was at, bro. There's no way this guy would have been. And anyway, why does this guy think that the government is even after him? You feel me? Like, I would understand if you knew something that nobody in the world knew, like to cure AIDS or something. I don't know. You feel me? Like something like that. Like, I don't know why this guy really think that the boys and the feds is after him, bro. If they would have been after you that hard like you think, you would have been got. You feel me? You would have been got if it was that serious, you know? But I think he just be doing that for the views, to make it look like there's people after him, but it really ain't. So, you know, because, you know, people like that. So people like the drama and the stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, just drama and the bull. People love that. People feed into that. That's what get the views, man. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what get the views, man. You know, nobody care if the grass is greener today than it was yesterday. Nobody cares about that. What people want to see is fights, somebody getting smacked, somebody getting world star, beef, who dissing who throwing shots at who. That's what get the most views. You know, who beefing with who clique is against what clique, who shot at who, whatever. That's what's popping. That's what people like to see. Well, at least in our, you know what I'm saying, and what we do as blogging and stuff, you feel me, in this hip-hop world and all of that. But man, yo, I saw that video, man, I was like, wow, bro, that junk was crazy, bro. He started smacking him silly right at the end, man, and then turns around and tells him, you want me to take you home? Oh, I'm gonna take you to my home, then I'll take you home. And then I'm not sure, but I think he even paid for a hotel room and left that guy at a hotel that night, which that was nice of him at least. But damn, that's the least you could have done after punking this guy, violating him on live, you feel me? So I don't know, man. It looked like at the end he felt bad or something, but it was already too late. He went live, you feel me? And since he went live, the next following day, there's nothing that he could do but to keep up with the story. Now, before I finish off, right, in the live, he was talking about, yo, why were you talking to me like that, right? That's all he was saying, right? That was supposedly the reason why he started going live, right? But when I saw what the response of what he did, he ain't say none of that. What he said was that homeboy was touching his ass. He said that homeboy was touching his ass all night, and that's when he started recording. But he never said none of that ass touching while he was live. And I'm pretty sure that would have been the first thing you would have said, like, nah, homie, you touching my ass while we in the bar, bro. I don't play that, bro. I'm from New York, man. I'll slap. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure you would have said that. I don't think you would have forgotten that guy grabbing your ass and you talking about why you talking to me like that. So I think that when Hassan woke up the next day in the morning, he had to think real good. What else was he going to say to make himself not look that bad after doing what he did to that guy in front of that guy's daughter? And that's why I think he came up with the whole explanation of that guy was grabbing on his ass and that he wanted to basically bang him. And that's why he started recording. You feel me? That's what I think. Because why didn't you just say it when you was live? That's my whole thing, you know? Because I know if it would have been me and I was in that situation, I go live, the first thing I'm going to say is like, yo, I'm going live because this guy's over here sexually harassing me, man. He's supposed to be my mind and he over here doing some gay stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't say none of that, though. Your thing was like, why were you talking to me like that? What was he saying to you? Talking to you, what, in a drunk manner? Because you obviously could tell that he's drunk. So when a person get drunk, they're not going to be talking the same way they was 2 hours before they were drunk. You know, but yeah, man, it was ugly for the both. Ugly for the both. Ugly for Hassan because he did that in front of that guy's daughter and the world violating him like that. I could just imagine how embarrassed that guy feel right now. He probably called out of work for like 3 days because of that junk. You know what I'm saying? People calling his phone, leaving text messages and stuff. Yo, man, yo, was that really you? Was that really you with Hassan? Yo. You know what I'm saying? Because that junk done went viral, bro. That junk done went viral. You know that guy, wherever he had in PA, he got family members, friends telling him, like, yo, why you let that guy do that to you, bro? Come on, bro. Come on. You know people hearing him up. You feel me? But yeah, man, they both messed up, man. You know, you shouldn't have went to that town like that and let yourself get that loose enough to get that drunk. And then Hassan should have never put you on blast in front of the daughter. You feel me? But what you did before Hassan went live, I don't know. All I know is that something must have happened for him to go live, because he ain't go live before then. You feel me? But even if something did happen, you feel me, I still think it's messed up to violate him in front of his daughter. I think you should have just cut the live off, if anything, and just come back on later or something. You know what I mean? You already showed enough proof that the guy you was with was acting stupidly drunk. But he continued to go with it because he felt so big and powerful over this guy being so drunk and weak. You know what I mean? It is what it is, y'all. EmZ gang. Hey, what up? Hope y'all like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, smash that like button, and drop some comments. Also, for those who want to show love and support the EmZ TV, there's Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo located in the description box in every video. Chosen one, 2 guns, EmZ. Don't forget the TV 100.